Western philosophy is in crisis, right? For over 2000 years, the greatest thinkers of the West, from Plato to Descartes, from Stoics to the existentialists, they have asked one fundamental question. What is the meaning of life? What is the philosophy of life? They have tried hard, truly, sincerely tried. But dear friends, they miss something so fundamental that without it, every answer they found was incomplete. And the Upanishads are also called as Vedanta, just for your information. And the Upanishads 3000 years ago, they already knew what was missing. Today I'll explain you exactly what that is. Let us begin with the Stoics. Marcus Aurelius, Epictetus, these were great minds. Greed. They said, control what you can control and accept what you cannot. Find the equanimity. In Hindi we call it sambhav mein raho. Find peace through the discipline of your mind. Beautiful teaching, genuinely useful. The millions of people today are finding comfort in Stoicism. You know that? It is one of the most searchable philosophies of life in the world right now. But I'll tell you where Stoicism stops. It tells you what to do with your mind. But it never asks who is the one controlling the mind. Who is this you that is doing the controlling? This question the Stoics did not answer. They assumed the self. They never investigated who is the self, who is the I. Now René Descartes, he came close, very close. He said, I think therefore I am. Brilliant. Cogito ergo sum in French. He reduced everything to doubt and found that one thing he could not doubt was the fact of his own thinking. Right? But he stopped there. He assumed that this I, this thinking self, was a solid, fixed, independent entity. He never asked what is the nature of this I. Who is this I? What is it made of? Is it the body? Is it the mind? Is it something beyond both? And then came the existentialists, Camus, Sartre. They looked at the world, they looked at human experience, and they said, life has no inherent meaning. You must create your own meaning. Right? Dear friends, this is the philosophy born out of despair. Isn't it? It is the philosophy of a man who has looked everywhere for the foundation and found no ground beneath his feet. This is the crisis of Western philosophy. They have mapped the surface brilliantly, but they never discovered what lies beneath. Now 3000 years ago in the forests of ancient India, the rishis, the seers, they sat in deep meditation and they asked a different question altogether. Not what is the meaning of life, but who is asking? The Kena Upanishad opens with this verse, Kena shitam patati parishitam manah. By whom is the mind directed? By whom is life directed? You see the beauty? Right? The Western philosopher asks, what should I do with our mind? The Upanishad asks, who is directing the mind? That is why it is fundamentally different inquiry. This is why it goes so much deeper. And the answer that Vedanta gives is this. The one who is looking is the same as what is being looked for. The observer is consciousness itself, not a product of the brain, dear friends, not a creation of the body, but the very substratum, the very foundation upon which all experiences arise. In Sanskrit we call this Chit, like Sat Chit Anand, pure awareness, pure consciousness. It is not something you have, it is what you are. Now let me explain you this more clearly with an analogy. You know that in science there is always a subject and an object, right? The scientist, the observer, stands separate from what is being observed. The mind studies the brain. The eye looks at the world. This is the entire foundation of Western science and Western philosophy. Subject here, object there. Separation is assumed. But dear friends, Advaita Vedanta says something remarkable. It says, this separation is Maya, it is an appearance, a superimposition, like the appearance of a snake on a rope in a dim light. The snake was never there, only the rope, right? Mandukya Upanishad tells us there are 4 states of mind. Jagrat, the waking state; Swapna, the dreaming state; Sushupti, the deep sleep; and 4th, Turiya, pure awareness itself. The witness of all these 3 states. This Turiya, this 4th, is not a state that comes and goes. It remains always, it was always, it will be always. It is always there. It is the screen on which all experiences appear. When you are awake, it is there. When you are dreaming, it is there. When you sleep deeply, again it is there. Silent, witnessing, unchanging. And in Vedanta, this is one of the Mahavakyas, that is Aham Brahmasmi. I am Brahma. The individual consciousness and the universal consciousness, they are not two, they are one. This is what Western philosophy missed. The observer was never separate from the observed. The seeker was never separate from what was being sought. And now, dear friends, this is what it becomes very interesting. Because modern Western science is now slowly, reluctantly beginning to circle back to what exactly Vedanta always knew. You know that Donald Hoffman, the cognitive scientist at the University of California, he has proposed what he calls the interface theory of perception. He says what we see, hear and touch, this is not reality as it is. It is an interface, like the desktop of computer. Okay, you see the icons on your screen. Those icons are not actual code running beneath them. Correct? They are representations created by the mind. For the mind. So here also Vedanta said the same thing 3000 years ago. Maya is not that the world does not exist. Maya is that we mistake the representation for reality. We mistake the interface for the foundation. Consciousness is not produced by the brain. Consciousness is the field in which the brain and everything, the whole world, appears. Okay? Now, this philosophy of panpsychism, which you might have heard, is sounding somewhat similar to this concept of Vedanta. Anyway, dear friends, if you are finding this valuable, please do feel free to comment below. Your questions and thoughts, they inspire the next video. You do subscribe so you do not miss what is coming. And for any information and clarification, I am at your disposal. So now let us return to our original question. What is the philosophy of life? The West says life is what happens to you, and wisdom is how you respond. Stoicism, equanimity, resilience, these are all responses to life from outside. Vedanta says life is consciousness exploring itself. Ishwar ka divya swapna, that's what we say in Hindi. And wisdom, true wisdom, is recognizing what you already are. Not a response from the outside, a recognition from inside. Similarly, here, think of it this way. The Western philosopher is like a man standing in the dark, holding a torch, looking for the source of light. He looks left, he looks right, nothing there. He looks up, he looks down, and in desperation he concludes, perhaps there is no source of light. Perhaps I must simply create my own light. But Vedanta says, dear friend, you are holding the torch. You are the source. Turn the light inward. The crisis in Western philosophy, this is not a failure. Right? It is an arrival. It is Western thought reaching the edge of the map and realizing that the map maker was never separate from the territory. That is why Upanishads do not give you a philosophy of life to follow. They give you a direct inquiry into the one who is living. You cannot think your way to this understanding. You can reason toward it. You can study the Upanishads, study Adi Shankaracharya, study Advaita Vedanta. These are valuable, right? They are the lamp that helps you see. But ultimately, as Swami Vivekananda said, you must experience it. You must have it. You must have the anubhav, the direct experience of your own consciousness as the ground of all existence. How? By meditation. This is the philosophy of life that Vedanta offers, not a belief, not a doctrine, an investigation, a direct pointing to what you already are. Hope you have liked this video, dear friends. In the next part, I'll go deeper into how this understanding was the foundation of Adi Guru Shankaracharya's Advaita and how it answers the questions that modern science is only now beginning to ask. Till then, keep reflecting, keep inquiring. Thank you.